Amazon Prime Days are back on the 7th and 8th of October, just a week after a massive 1st of October LEGO release day. There's also a free Luminous Ghost gift with purchase that ends right as Prime Day begins. LEGO historically fight back with double insider points and discounts. There's a brilliant Disney gift with purchase at the end of October. Black Friday is just 6 weeks away, and there's loads of expensive fan favourite sets that are retiring at the end of the year. It's fair to say there's a lot going on, and LEGO shopping could get pretty complicated over the next few weeks. So this is your step-by-step strategy guide to getting what you want without overpaying. But before we get into it, a quick disclaimer: promos, thresholds, discounts can all shift. I'll keep it simple, actionable, and broadly useful wherever you are, but I will call out UK specific stuff when it matters because that's where I am. Things might be different where you are, but the general principles should be the same. And all that being said, if you find this kind of video helpful, make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new for daily LEGO content, and let me know down in the comments what your must-buy LEGO set is between now and the end of the year. So we're going to start things off with a quick explainer of what's going on, when and why, because there's a lot and it's easy to get caught up in the hype and miss some of the details. So 1st of October, just a few days away from now at the time of recording, and we've got a load of new sets landing. And I know some of you are going to spend all of your LEGO budget on a big grey circle, and a lot of this year's festive LEGO sets look super cool as well. But before you spend everything on the 1st of the month, be aware of what's happening shortly after. That's why I'm getting this video out now. Because on the 6th of October, we've got Series 6 of the Bricklink Designer Programme opening for pre-order. You won't have to pay for these sets now, but if you order with a credit or debit card, there's usually a hold put on your card for a few days as part of that transaction, and that could impact your available funds for when the big discounts start just the next day. So my tip here is order your Bricklink Designer Programme stuff using PayPal, because they don't put any kind of charge on your bank account. You don't pay until you get your sets dispatched like 6 months down the line. And if you're listening to this bit with no idea what the Bricklink Designer Programme is, don't worry, I've got a video on that coming out in a few days. I just wanted to make you aware not to put a £1,000 block on your credit card the day before Amazon Prime Day starts, because that could end in tears. Because on the 7th and 8th of October, it is Amazon Prime Days, and Amazon usually drop 20 to 40% off on older and Amazon exclusive sets and retiring sets. They have lightning deals that vanish really quickly as well. We at this stage have no idea what's going to be in that sale, but there's usually some good stuff on very deep discounts. So you're going to want to be ready to pounce. And we'll have more on pouncing a little bit later in the video. But historically, LEGO also usually do a double insiders points around the same time as Prime Days to counter it, and they sometimes even include some select discounts as well. Double points is effectively 10% cash back on future purchases on lego.com, and the double points events are great for LEGO exclusives that Amazon doesn't discount. And if this does end up happening, it's likely to be a great opportunity to pick up some of those sets that are retiring at the end of the year. It's worth noting though that nothing about a double points day is currently confirmed. It's pure speculation at this point, so don't bank on it happening, but don't be surprised if and when it does happen, because it usually does alongside a Prime Day. We've also got some really cool gifts with purchase in October as well. The Luminous Ghost is available right now and runs up until the 7th of October, or until stocks last. And there's a Disney classic animation scenes gift with purchase expected at the end of the month with a higher spend threshold. And it's one that I would expect to be really popular, and is something you might want to save some of your spensies for if you're into Disney. That's at the end of the month after all the sales are done. We're also now at a point in the year when certain retiring LEGO sets go out of stock. They might not return. So that's something to have in the back of your mind during all of this. You are entering last chance period for some of these retiring sets. And of course, don't forget, we've also got Black Friday looming, roughly 6 weeks after this batch of Prime Days. This is likely to be when we see the very best prices of the year, but be warned, retiring sets that are pushed hard over the October Prime Days and the double points days might not even still be in stock by the time Black Friday comes around. If they sell out in October, they might not come back in. We saw this last year with a few big sets, and it is another thing to be aware of. Bottom line, and I know I've just dropped a lot of information on you, bottom line, you can't buy everything at once, so you do need to plan in phases to try and catch multiple promos without nuking your budget and making sure you get the best deals on the sets you actually want. So that's what we're going to do. But before we get into the detail of how we're going to do that, a quick note on affiliate links and supporting the channel and all that kind of stuff, because we do have affiliate links for both Amazon and Lego. They're down in the description below, and if you use those links when you're deal hunting, we get a small commission which helps fund the channel, fund the city, and make more videos just like this one. It doesn't cost you anything more to do, but is massively appreciated if you do it, and massive thank you to those of you who already do that automatically as part of shopping on either Amazon or lego.com. So how should we be approaching all of this stuff that's going on? Step one, build a list and rank order your list. Before you even pick up your credit card, before any of the deals hit, you want a list. Get a piece of paper, 3 columns, and you're going to want to have column A is your retiring and high risk sets. These are the sets that you'll regret missing. You want to prioritize these ones. If they discount on Prime Day, you're going to want to strike immediately. And if you're not sure what's retiring, I have made a video listing all of them recently. I'll link to that down below as well. Column B is your new October sets, or your seasonal or your winter village bits and bobs. These are your holiday display sets, this month's shiny new things. Usually these won't go on discount, so you don't need to worry about them for Prime Day necessarily, but they are great to pair with the gift with purchase or double points events, because let's face it, nobody wants to buy a Christmas tree in April. So if you want that big Christmas tree, you probably need to factor that into the next couple of months somewhere. Certainly the October new releases are a little more time sensitive than usual. And then we've got column C, which is our nice to have if they're cheap column. So these aren't the ones that are retiring or particularly urgent, but they're the sets you've had your eye on for a while. And if Amazon do end up dropping 30 or 4% off them, pop them in your basket. If not, no harm done. You can wait for the next one. These sets aren't retiring anytime soon. They're not must buys. You'll just be happy to have them if the price is right. And this single page with these lists on will save you money, because you'll know what to buy, where to buy it from, when to buy it, and rather than panic buying everything all in the same place, you'll be going in with a plan. It also helps keep yourself under control when it all kicks off, because if something doesn't make it onto your list before everything starts, you didn't really want it anyway. So no matter how good the deal for it is, you don't need to buy it when it goes on sale on Amazon or the Lego website. Save your money for something you really want later on, the stuff that you've put on your lists. So now we've got our list, it's time for some actual shopping, and this is going to happen in a number of phases. Phase 1 starts from the 1st of October and lasts until the beginning of Prime Days on the 7th of October. This is your Luminous Ghost gift with purchase period. That is available right now and runs all the way through to, like I say, the 7th of October. To be able to get that Luminous Ghost, I would just go in with one targeted lego.com order or Lego in-store purchase, and I'll probably be using this on one of the new seasonal or Lego exclusive sets. Maybe the new Holiday Village train would qualify me for this, or something that just gets you to the threshold. You can't get it from Amazon, so there's no fear of it being discounted on Prime Day. You wanted to buy it anyway because you want it for your Winter Village this year or for some other reason. Just one targeted purchase to get your little ghost gift with purchase. That's going to be my plan on the 1st of October. I'm going to try not to spend loads of money in the Lego store on the 1st. This is going to be a new experience for me. Because your key here is to just hit that gift with purchase threshold and not much more, and then bank those insider points to use later. You certainly don't want to be blowing your full budget on the 1st of October with all of the discounts and promotions and things still to come over the next couple of months. And if you don't care about the ghost, just skip this stage entirely and move on to phase 2. You don't need to be buying anything on the 1st if you don't want that ghost, because phase 2 is Prime Day themselves on 7th and 8th of October. And the way I approach Prime Day is I will have 2 tabs open on my computer. One will be Amazon, one will be lego.com. On Amazon, you want to hunt for the sets that are in columns A and C on your list. I would be very wary of just browsing everything that's on there, because that's how you end up buying stuff that you don't really want. By all means, do that afterwards to have a little look because you're interested, but your targeted shopping should be specifically searching for the sets in column A and column C. These are your sets that are retiring, or your, if it's on a nice discount, I might get it kind of sets. And with those sets, as a rough rule of thumb, anything that's got a discount of 25% or more and it's on your list, buy it. Because getting any more than 30% off on big sets is super rare. I wouldn't overthink it. I wouldn't worry about waiting for a better price. If it's 25% off or more on Prime Day, just get it if it's on your list. And also, bear in mind, there could be lightning deals on Amazon throughout the 2 days of Prime Day as well. So it's not a case of just checking the website once and calling that a job done. You're going to want to be checking throughout the 2 day period for lightning deals that appear throughout the event. And be aware the lightning deals do sell out fast. So again, if you see a lightning deal and it's 25% off or more on a set that is on your list, just get it there and then. Don't wait. It might be gone when you come back for it. But while all this is going on, you're also going to have lego.com open, because if Lego run a double insider points event, which seems likely, but like I say, is not yet confirmed, not yet announced, we don't know for sure, but assuming they're probably going to run one because they usually do, you want to use your double insiders points event for your column B stuff. These are the exclusives and the direct to consumer sets that Amazon won't be discounted. So this is where you can have another look at your new releases from October that you decided to delay for a week. Like your festive stuff, maybe your big grey circle. Obviously, bear in mind that you are potentially missing out on gift with purchases by delaying the purchases on those, but you might not care about that and be more interested in getting the double points. It's a personal decision. Also, make sure that you check the offers and sales tab on the Lego website, because occasionally during the Insiders events, they'll do discounts on selected sets alongside the double points, and getting a discount and double points at the same time is a great combo. We saw it back in the summer when stuff like the Daily Bugle, I know, was the big standout one that was on both double points and quite a big discount, and strangely sold out really quickly too. Who'd have thought? And if there's a set that you want that is appearing on both of them, again, it's just a case of comparing which place you're going to get the best deal. If Amazon have got like 30% off on a set that you want, whereas on Lego, it's regular retail price, but you get double points, so you get 10% cash back. Obviously, 30% is more than 10%. Amazon win in that scenario. If Lego are doing a discount, offering a gift with purchase and double points, there's a little bit more maths involved. And I'll probably do some specific videos on that nearer the time. On the flip side of that, if Amazon doesn't stock it, or it's full price on Amazon still, then it's a no-brainer. Lego wins because you get double points. It's super easy. And if it's a set that's still exclusive to Lego, it's even easier. You know you can't shop around for that. If it's an exclusive set, you want it, and it's got double points on, fill your boots. Also worth noting that you might have the opportunity to go double bubble with phase 1 and 2 here, because that Ghost gift with purchase officially doesn't end until the 7th of October, or until stocks last. Obviously, it could sell out. A lot of the recent gifts with purchases have sold out, but if this is still in stock on the 7th and we get a double points event that starts on the 7th, you could potentially go triple whammy and find a set that's got a discount, you get double points on, and you still get that gift with purchase. Or they might bring out another gift with purchase. We don't know yet. We're a little early. We'll have to see. It wouldn't be something that I'd be banking on doing. I wouldn't try and force it, but yeah, obviously, if the gift with purchase is still there, you're better off doing a purchase on the 7th than the 8th. Just another thing to bear in mind. And this should go without saying, but I am going to insert it at this point anyway. Make sure you go into these days with a firm budget in mind for your Prime Day spending and stick to it. Only buy sets that are on your list. If a surprise deal appears, you can drop one of your lower priority items off your list to stay in budget. But whatever you do, don't spend more than you can afford. We shouldn't be going into debt to buy Lego sets. I don't say it often enough, but I'll say it again now. We should not be going into debt to buy Lego sets. Set a budget, stick to your budget. But then once Prime Days are out of the way, we move into phase 3. Because like I say, there's more than just Prime Days going on here. Because mid to late October, this is our typical regrouping before Black Friday period. But now we know there's an awesome looking Disney gift with purchase coming during what should have been our regrouping period. And I know for sure I'm going to want it. So after Prime Days, first thing I'm going to do is have a look at my list, reassess what's on there, what did I manage to secure, what's left in the retiring and high risk category, and what new sets do I still want, particularly for my winter village. That's really what I'm worrying about. Because now you've got one of two routes to choose from, and it really depends on how you feel about that Disney gift with purchase. If you want the gift with purchase, it looks like it's going to be available from the 28th to the 31st of October. It's a little TV style Disney animation thing. It looks really cool. Until it's officially confirmed, I won't show you it, but it does look really cool. So I am going to be saving a basket worth approximately £130 on lego.com for that period, the 28th to the 31st. For me, it's a great place to just put a new Winter Village set to one side, or a couple of the new exclusive sets from the Lego website. Just keep them to one side, knowing that as soon as that gift with purchase appears, I can just make that purchase that I was going to make anyway. Yes, I'll be sacrificing double points to do it, but to me, the little Disney gift with purchase is worth more than the gift with purchase. And that might be what I do with the new train set. That might be the one that I leave until then, because I don't need to start putting my Winter Village together until after Halloween anyway. So I might save that one. It is worth mentioning that there is an element of risk to this strategy because popular items might be out of stock by then. We don't know how popular the new Winter Village set is going to be. We don't know which sets are going to sell out. So if it looks like a set is super popular, or the set that you want goes on a discount, I would probably say don't wait for the gift with purchase. Go for it before it goes if it's a set that you really want for a particular, either a Christmas gift or for part of a seasonal display, something like that. And also, when it comes to saving sets for that gift with purchase at the end of the month, I'd be wary of going too high over the minimum threshold. Don't be saving that £250, £300 Christmas tree for the gift with purchase. Your bigger buys like that are the ones you should be buying during double points earlier in the month or saving for Black Friday. We really want to just barely hit the £130 spend threshold and not much more to maximize points when double points are available. And having said all of that, if you've got no interest in that gift with purchase at all, then you're done for October. Just don't worry. Save your cash for Black Friday, because Black Friday is coming and we'll get to that in a little while. Obviously, in the meantime, check for any unexpected restocks of stuff you thought had gone, or maybe small little promos, gifts with purchase along the way. But yeah, I would basically, if I'm not interested in the Disney gift with purchase, I'm buying either on Prime Day or Black Friday, and not a lot in between. And I've mentioned stuff going out of stock a couple of times now, so I guess I should just clarify what I'm talking about. Retiring sets. And my inbox on all platforms is starting to fill up with when should I buy X retiring set messages? I'm starting to get a few of these. And here's my blanket answer. We are now entering, at the start of October, we are now entering the last proper chance to buy stage for retiring sets. Retiring sets that sell out at any point from now onwards might be gone for good. Just because the official retirement date is the end of the year, that doesn't mean Lego are going to keep manufacturing them and bring out a new batch in mid-December. Most of the retiring sets have probably already had their final production runs at this point. And the reason they go on sale at this time of year is because Lego and retailers want to clear warehouse space, clear shelf space for all the January 1st stuff. They're not looking to keep remaking Daily Bugles so that you can buy them on New Year's Eve, which is why so much of the priority and the planning at the moment is around retiring sets. If you see a retiring set that's got 25% off or more on Prime Day and it's one that you want, buy it. Don't wait for Black Friday. It might not return. It might not end up on a better price. We saw it last year, sets going out of stock before Black Friday even happened. And I'm thinking specifically around the ones that are exclusive to Lego. With a double points event on the horizon, I'd be inclined, if it's a set you really want, something like the Lion Knight's Castle that's maybe not available anywhere else, I would be looking to buy it at regular retail price with double points over Prime Day, rather than waiting for a potential discount on Black Friday, but risking it being out of stock when the time comes. The next time there is a deal, any kind of deal on one of your white whale sets that you've been waiting for that is retiring, just take the plunge now. Paying an extra tenner now is much better than paying eBay tax later on. And although we don't know exactly what stock levels are like for any of these sets, we don't know which ones are likely to go out of stock, we can have a bit of an educated guess based on whether sets are still on store shelves, or if they've sold out on previous double points events. I'm thinking the really big ticket items like the Daily Bugle, Diagon Alley, Lion Knight's Castle. There's a good chance those sets are going to sell out before the end of the year, potentially even without going on discount again. Most of them you can't walk into the Lego store and just buy off the shelf anymore. We've seen all of them go on back order on previous promotions. So I would be wary of holding on. I would go full price with double points because it might be your last chance. Just don't be cross with me if they don't go out of stock and they do get discounted on Black Friday. It's a bit of a gamble whichever way you do it. And remember, as part of all this, pick your battles. It's okay to skip a brand new October set to afford a retiring Grail set. The new set will be around next year. The retiring one won't be. You need to be, and I am a firm believer of, you need to be a proper Star Wars die-hard fan to be spending £900 on the new Death Star on launch day with all of this stuff going on. I know there's a nice gift with purchase with it, but you're still going to be able to buy that Death Star in 2 years' time. It'll be available on future double points events. I would not want to sacrifice getting myself a Lion Knight's Castle and a Daily Bugle just so that I could get that a little bit earlier. It's definitely something to think about. And again, with the seasonal and winter village stuff, I wouldn't worry about waiting for any of these to go on sale. The Christmas themed stuff tends to hold its price until after Christmas. So if it's essential, is any Lego essential? Some of it kind of is. But if it is essential to your display for this year, buy it from Lego during the Ghost gift with purchase that's going on at the moment, or during the double points, or save it for the Disney gift with purchase. But just know that you're going to be paying full price for it. Pick the promo you want to compensate you for that. And with advent calendars, they do sometimes get discounted once you get into October and November, but be aware they also sell out. So if there's a specific advent calendar you're after, I wouldn't push your luck too far. I'd be looking to buy fairly soon. And also, if you are a Costco member, check Costco because they had the Harry Potter and Star Wars ones in there for £22 each when I was in there yesterday. But yeah, I think you probably want to be buying your advent calendars now because you risk, if you wait until December, yes, they might be a bit cheaper. They might all be gone though. And as a final note, make sure you keep some budget back for Black Friday if you can. Black Friday, traditionally, and probably likely again this year, is the cheapest time to buy Lego all year. But, and it comes with a big but, the selection, the sets you can actually choose from might be worse than what is on this upcoming Prime Day. If stuff sells out in the next few weeks, it might not go back on sale again in November. We saw it last year. You couldn't walk into the Lego store on Black Friday and buy that discounted AT-AT last year because they'd all sold out. So Lego do usually run a VIP weekend and a special gift with purchase, or gift with purchases, around Black Friday. And also on Black Friday, you'll, in addition to Lego doing their deals, you'll have Amazon back again with more discounts, plus other shops, John Lewis, Smith's, Argos. They're all going to have their own deals. You're going to want to save some of that budget back for Black Friday. And I will be making plenty of Black Friday content nearer the time, but a rough guide is to plan to spend whatever you've got left in your Lego budget on Black Friday on retiring sets that you've missed if they pop up, gifts at decent prices, although it's risky if it's an important gift for a kid, for example. And of course, Lego.com with their stackable gifts with purchase, their double points, all that kind of stuff. But I would strongly recommend setting your Black Friday budget now so Prime Day doesn't accidentally eat up all your November money. It's very complicated, isn't it, this Lego shopping lark? I've said before and I'll say again, shopping for Lego is a whole separate hobby from collecting Lego, and it's just as fun. I love them both. But bottom line, follow all the steps in this video and you should be able to make the most of the deals that we're going to have available to us over the next couple of months. October is going to be all about splitting up your purchases to catch multiple promos without overspending. Spend a little bit now on the 1st of October for your Ghost gift with purchase. Have a plan for Prime Day. Might get involved in the Disney gift with purchase at the end of the month as well, but making sure we save some money for Black Friday to finish the job for the end of the year. Stick to what is on your list. Constantly compare Amazon to Lego in real time, and don't be afraid to walk away if the deal isn't right for you. And if this video has helped, give it a like, subscribe for daily Lego content, and drop a comment down below with what you're targeting for Prime Day, especially any retiring sets you're finally pulling the trigger on. And remember, our affiliate links for both Amazon and Lego are down in the description below. Using them costs you nothing and supports the channel, so huge thank you to everyone who uses our links. I'll pin a comment down below with any last minute promo updates, and I'll add links to the current Lego offers and Prime Day landing page. That'll all be down below, as well as stuff happens as we know what's going on. In the meantime, thanks for watching, folks. Good luck on Prime Day, and yeah, I'm sure I'll be back with further updates as they happen.